I'm an anxious overthinker who is constantly having a million thoughts a day, and sometimes I need to just organize my thoughts and feelings a little bit just to get them out of my head so that I can take a step back and look at the bigger picture of it all. And it's almost like a way to release the valve in this chamber of thoughts that have built up over time. Good morning. Good morning. It is technically autumn, but the weather has been really hot this last week. Summer is not going out without a fight. Lately, I've been having a lot of reflective moments, and I decided that I'm gonna really lean into that this morning and just have a bit of a reflective morning where I'm leaning into things like journaling and meditation. I'm also currently waiting for my groceries to get dropped off, so I'm gonna do some stretching while I wait for that. And hopefully they're here soon because I hate waiting for deliveries. It just makes me so anxious. I don't know if I'm the only one. I just get so anxious. I can't focus on too much when I know a delivery is coming. I'm like, sorry, I can't have any plans today. I have a delivery coming between the hours of 9 and 10. So write me off for the whole day. Anyone else like this? Not every morning is about a long, extensive workout where I'm drenched in sweat. Some days I just need to get on the mat and stretch to a good playlist. I think today is a 2 meditation day, so I'm gonna pick 2 of these that are calling me today, and we're gonna get some meditation in. It's been a while, so there's a 10-minute one and a 7-minute one, so about 15 minutes of meditation. That will do me today. If you want to know more about the podcast that I use to meditate, I made a whole video on podcast recommendations, and you can hear more about it, but it's called Meditation Minis, and it's free on podcast streaming services. I also found the key for me when it comes to reading and meditating. I have to have noise canceling headphones on, or else I get way too distracted and I can't get in the zone. So that's my little trick, especially when I'm reading. I put white noise on and it just helps me get in the zone of whatever I'm reading. So I can't read without headphones on. I don't know, I'm a weirdo. Let me know if you can relate. Cozy blanket, a cup of tea, noise canceling headphones. You can't go wrong, trust me. I was just in the middle of the second meditation and the groceries came. I feel out of it, but let's put this away. On top of making space for moments of reflection in my life, I also think it's important to revisit my routines and habits from time to time and ask myself, are they still filling my cup? Do they leave me feeling drained? Do I need some fresh energy? These questions can go a long way every now and then. I'm waiting for my boiled eggs to heat up, but I'm gonna eat something and then go get some fresh air. But that's not usually how I like to end my meditation so abruptly. It's usually a slow ease back into reality. It's really thrown me off, so I think some fresh air will be good. Journaling is something I've only started incorporating in my life in the last year and a half, and it was one of those things that I rolled my eyes at, if I'm being honest. I always just assumed it wouldn't make much impact or be very beneficial, but the more I implement it into my life here and there, the more I'm proving myself wrong. It's nice not having the sun melting my skin. A nice cool breeze, I could get used to it. Okay, it was way louder in the cafe than I realized, and the audio got kind of messed up here, but basically what I was saying was that I'm using some guided prompts to take the guesswork out of journaling. So instead of playing the really horrible audio, I'm just going to kind of transcribe what I'm actually saying in this clip. And one of the questions that I think I'm going to journal is, what would it look like for you to trust the timing of your life right now? And I think that's something I'm really struggling with at the moment. I think as a society, we are so conditioned to feel like we have it all figured out. We need to know what the next steps are, or you don't have your life together and you're not a responsible adult. A lot of us feel guilt and shame when we are in these transition phases of life where we don't know what the next chapter is or what direction we're going. But the more I was thinking about it, I was like, that's normal. Like, you can't know what every phase of your life is going to look like or what you might want for each phase without having those seasons of reflection and transition. So what I'm really trying to do is just reframe this season of my life and let go of some of that guilt and shame that I know I'm holding on to. And I'm really just trying to embrace it, and it is so hard for me right now, but I think doing exercises like this can really help. Another one of the questions that I really liked is, if I could describe the life that I'm building in one sentence, what would it be? That's such a hard question to answer, but I don't know, it's something for me to think about as I go through my day, so I know I don't have to have all the answers right now, but that's a really good one. Another question was, what small step can I take today that aligns with my bigger vision? And I don't know, maybe some of these questions resonate with you and you can take them to reflect on throughout your week. I gotta pick up a couple of things and then we're gonna head back home for some lunch. But that was a good little session. I'm glad that I did that. It allowed me to get some thoughts out. It was a little emotional, but it was good. It was good. And I'm going to do that again. That was the first time I actually made a journaling session out of it. Like a proper little journaling session. And I actually enjoyed it. I know I'm not who I was 10 years ago, so there's this level of me that has accepted that we change and grow as people, and it would only make sense that the paths that we are on will also sometimes change with that. And saying it out loud, it's like, well, duh, Jamie, but if you're like me, you can definitely get in your head. And when you do that, it can take a toll on you in a big way if you don't get on top of it. The weather is so weird. It's like muggy but cold and overcast and feels like it's about to rain. I don't know, man. I gotta get home before it buckets down on me. I don't have an umbrella or raincoat or anything, per usual. We're back home. I am glad that I did this today. Usually I have really reflective periods during the end of the year, going into the new year. But I really did enjoy it. I really enjoyed just making space for it right now. And I think that it can be so beneficial, especially when you're in these transition periods in life. I want to play around with it and see if I can, sprinkle it in throughout throughout the year instead of just waiting to the end of the year to do like really reflective moments like that. I don't think it's about making a whole day out of it every single time, but even if it is just 10 minutes out of my day before bed or in the morning, I think that there's a lot of value in that. It felt really good to do that today. And I think that when we are in these transition phases of our lives, it's the perfect opportunity to. If you're like me, I can definitely beat myself up about feeling behind, and I spoke about this a little bit, but like, yeah, I'm really, I don't know, the reflections I've been having over the last 24 hours have just really helped me challenge that belief that I am behind in life, because what does that even mean? It shifted my mindset a bit, and I think I needed that more than I knew. So I'm really glad that I did this. But it's lunchtime, so I'm gonna make some lunch, have a shower, get into comfy clothes, and start sorting through some footage. And while I might never become someone who journals daily, days like today remind me that I already hold so many solutions within myself, and sometimes it's just about creating the space and the stillness, even momentarily, to let them come through.